Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching a 100 days episode 12 of the 6th season. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying it so far, and if you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in a link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in and enjoy. Speaking about links in the description, we are running our most liked to dislike characters of season 6. Please do take 30 seconds and your results of mine will be shown in the final episode, which is tomorrow. Yes, so I can't wait to see those results. So the episode started last with Maddie. She was strapped up. Jackson was still extracting, the bone marrow, the night blood, and she was complaining that she was in pain. He went over to help her, and she stabbed him and tried to escape, but he managed to hit her and knock her back out again. Now she's gone to the Dark Commander, and he's saying, "Why didn't you kill him?" She turned around and said, "Look, mate, he's not really the enemy. Do you know what I mean? Sanctum is the people there. I need to know a plan how we could take them all down." So that storyline's still rocking. It's still rolling. It's still going. We didn't see anything of Raven trying to obviously hack into the computer system to shun the Dark Commander away and bring the others up front. Do you know what I mean? Maybe we get more of that today. But we did see Clark. She awoken. She thanked Bellamy. She said she was grateful for everything that he'd done, and he need to work on a plan to go in and obviously extract and save their friends. Now, the interesting thing is Gabriel was like, "Look, we created a bomb. We weaponized the toxins, we can hit them with that." Now Clark was saying, "Look, mate, instead of hitting them with something that's so strong and maybe taking out a lot of innocent people, let's do it enough so it can cause like a diversion, so they can see all the insects start running away, so it gives the effect that the red moon is coming. And then by doing that, their distractions, their guards will be down. I'll be able to drop the shield and you guys will be able to come in." So the plan is obviously for Clark to go back as Josephine and pretty much, like I was saying there, take the system down when everything starts happening. Now, Bellamy doesn't really want to do this. He thinks that, it's a high chance that she could get caught, and if that happens, then her and all her friends will die. But she's so confident in herself. All episode, she was confident that she'll get it done. So now it's going to be interesting to see, because obviously Murphy was tasked with going to save Josephine, pretty much. Russell giving him the ultimatum: go and save him, then you and Amori will be okay. If you don't go and save them, then I'm going to take an eye for an eye, and Amori's going to be the one that gets killed. So he had to go and do it. They've gone there. They've they've extracted her. He still thinks that it is actually Josephine. Clark didn't reveal that it's actually her. They've gone back to Sanctum. Her dad and obviously Clark have embraced. They've took her into the lab, and now Maddie's there. Maddie asked Clark, "Is it you, Clark?" And she's like, "Sorry, kid. Do you know what I mean? She put up a good fight, but not all of us can win." So again, that's really interesting. Maddie started going crazy. "I'll kill you, I'll kill you," before Clark obviously hit her with the pen and obviously knocked her out again. Just a little side note, we had an interesting story of Echo last episode. She was a tester of the Nightblood to see if it worked, and it actually did. She got a little backstory of how she become Echo herself. She wasn't the original Echo. She was she was a girl training with a friend when Queen Naya come in. Her friend tried to do an assassination. She missed. Queen Naya was like, "Look, mate, kill her, otherwise I'll kill you." They had a little scrap. She ended up killing a friend. Her people was expecting someone called Echo. Queen Naya was like, "Look, congratulations, Echo. You're going to be the one that's getting sent." So she was originally called Ash, I believe, and she's obviously changed to Echo. And she was saying, you could say that I've had a reset myself. Do you know what I mean? Pretty much like in relation to them, body transferring, changing people. That was really interesting. Riker, was going to kill her, but he's like, "Guards, come in. I need you to hold her down." The guards was Miller and Gaia. Interesting. They escaped and they come in. She grabbed him, she stabbed him. She was like, "Look, mate, no messing about, we're coming after you." So that was really good as well. I'm excited to see how today's episode goes. If you do enjoy it, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you do, and as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Who knows what poison those escaped prisoners are spreading?
One of them already killed Simone.
When our people see all of us returned at once, they will fall to their knees.
Once we're free, you will burn. That's a little dramatic.
You will all burn! You will not get rid of us! I know what you're doing, Reyes. You think you're smart enough to get rid of me?
She thinks Clark's dead, innit?
I once believed that I would never stray from the moral path,
And then I killed my family in the first eclipse.
I'd have done anything to bring them back. So I believe you. 6 primes must be resurrected tonight. That's 2 more doses.
Maddie wouldn't survive that.
If it's too hard for you to continue, my healers will take your place.
Look at Raven consoling Abby. Who would have thought that at the start of the season? Yo, look at this dark purple one. I say it every time, mate. Every time a new one comes in, I'm like, whoa. I want Abby to actually kill Russell, to be honest. You know, I want all of the Primes to die. Death to Primes, literally. I'm on that side. Death to Primes, yes, kill them all. But I want Abby to do it. You know, usually we don't have we even seen Abby kill anyone properly? I want you to do it, Abby. Do you know what I mean? But then again, by the time you probably do kill him, you'll probably know that Clark's back in your body. Do you know what I mean? So you probably won't have the guts to do it because it is hard. You know what I mean? Taking somebody's life's hard. You got to be a trained professional like Echo. No matter how much, you know, you feel for somebody, as soon as you get that chat, but dead, mate. Literally, last episode, she didn't blink, did she, when she killed Riker? But again, it was interesting there. She was like, look, mate, you need 6 doses. You got 4. Maddie, she won't be able to give you the others. It'll kill her. Well, if you're not, you know, willing to do it, if you don't think you're good enough, then we could get our doctors. We know how to... It's like, no, I didn't say that, did I? I said, if you carry on, she'll die. That's pretty much what I said. I didn't say I wouldn't be able to do it. But again, I don't understand why they don't take Echo because, well, they don't know Echo's ran away. But what I'm saying is, why don't they take Echo and extract it from her? Why does it all have to be off one subject? This is what I was trying to say earlier on in the season when they said he was going to start bone marrow and transfer. You could take me and then I'll give it to you. And then the next person takes it off you instead. And everybody's okay then. It's one transfer per person and you're still extending it down. Instead of just taking all of it from one person and draining them like that.
I left.
And that's why they're still alive. Echo's strong. She'll be okay.
I understand where his negativity is coming from though. Gotta fear the worst.
Come on, you know you want some of this.
They tied us to stakes, John.
Think about it. Everyone's just trying to survive, even Russell. We just need to make him see that it's in his best interest to keep all of us alive.
If I spend one more minute like this, I will spontaneously combust.
Go get cleaned up, I'll resurrect your mother.
Wait, does that mean Echo's still alive?
Now that anyone can be a Nightblood, maybe, you use someone else?
If you become Primes and this revolution spreads, they're coming for you too.
I need to know if you're still with us.
Of course we are.
Absolutely.
Would you believe that? That is so, like, not convincing.
She's too weak for another bone marrow extraction.
Oh, go on, Abby.
We'll take the doses from me.
Smart. At least she's using a bit of common sense, man.
You're a good man, Eric.
Bone marrow lets them kill more innocent people so that our people can live.
Like Marcus said, we turn the page.
Is she going to reveal that it's her now? She had to give her a hug.
What happened? I thought I...
How? It's a long story. But I'm okay. It's a flame. Shadehead. I'm working the problem. We have to lower the shield. Bellamy and Octavia are waiting with the children of Gabriel.
Clark, I can't go with you. If she wakes up again, Shadehead will kill her.
I'll use Riker.
No, Riker turned Echo in. He won't help you.
Josephine can be very persuasive.
Well, he's dead though, innit?
I won't let them take her.
I love you.
I love you too, Clark.
I like how Abby used a bit of common sense, me. What I was just saying there, why'd you have to take it off the same person consistently? At least they could take it out of her now. I mean, how long does it take for the transfusion to actually go through? Because if you looked at when Echo first got it, I don't know the time period up until when she was actually a Night Bleeder, but she looked like she was deteriorating a little bit. It seems like you go through that process of, like, I don't know, being drained and, like, out of it. Like, you know, I wonder how long it takes there. But again, it's interesting. You know, they do need to take the shield down. And, like, whose life's more important? You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's out there and all your own people or Maddies. It's 50-50, that one, isn't it? You know, if Raven went, they could get it down and infiltrate. But then, you know, Maddie could end up dying. So, again, it's going to be interesting to see. I'm pretty sure they said the book was in the shop, to be honest. And now Echo's obviously killed Riker. She's going to go to the shop anyway because she needs to... Well, she said she's going to be persuasive. I wonder if they're still going to be there or where they're gone, you know. I am actually interested to see what happens to that. And again, I say it all the time, but what's happening with Jordan as well? Is he coming back or what?
If you can't help me, maybe your mom will.
Oh, mate, blackmail, that'd be good, innit? He's dead. Help me now, otherwise he's getting smashed up.
Open it up. Jay said you'd fallen asleep.
I would never miss Mom's resurrection. Unfortunately, I had other plans.
There are 3 escaped killers in this compound now. Your orders are to shoot to kill.
Get the body out of here and clean up this mess.
I'll start the other resurrections. You will take guards.
Damn it. Flame booted me again. Weird. It's almost like the AI is protecting Shade Hada.
That's enough. You defied me.
I got you your doses. What difference does it make who they came from?
He clocked something there, didn't he? A cable that wasn't there before, maybe. You can run through it and take him out, innit?
Gabriel, what the hell are you doing?
Who's coming back? I don't know. All of them, I think. Look, I'm sorry. But unlike you, I can't sacrifice a few to save the many.
They can still go through with their plan though, can't they? You got to respect Gabriel for that though, do you know what I mean? Like, he wants to save everyone. Where I'm like, casualties in war, yeah, let them 5 people die, the other 500 can live. That's personally my outlook on it. Do you know what I mean? I think that's a tough thing to do. Like, when you've got to make that decision, kill those 5 to save the 500, but he wants to save everybody. I understand that, but how practical is it? Never really plays out, does it? But I respect it, people who actually try.
Are you sure you don't want a Joe Berry pie?
I hate Joe Berry pie.
It was Delilah's favorite.
There you are. I've been looking all over.
Josie, I heard you've had quite the adventure.
But first I need your help with something in the machine shop.
What did Riker do now?
More like, what didn't he do? Dad asked him to wipe one of the prisoners, but he's completely lost his nerve.
Echo straight away. Hey, that's good.
Clark.
You seen Maddie? How are you here? Look, I'll explain later. I need to lower the shield. Bellamy's out there.
Echo's gonna be determined to get him now, ain't you?
Keep the bones of all their hosts like trophies.
I helped them create a host for Marcus. It wasn't worth it. You asked me that on the ship. I couldn't see that you were right. And then I got Clark back. I was focusing on what I lost and not what I have. Sorry. For all of it.
I'm sorry for how things have been between us. You're human. And sometimes being human sucks.
I may not be your mother, but you are my family, Raven.
See, this one here felt like an honest and true apology. That's why it was good.
I know how afraid you are, but betraying your friends is not the answer.
Believe it or not, this is good for you too.
Something wrong?
You've only resurrected 5 primes.
We have all the hosts we need. We have you.
Hey.
Your daughter. As you said, you would never be able to get past that.
You know what, it's good how he's kind of flipped it on her there. Ah, smart, he's done it anyway.
It's him!
Don't move!
Guards, surround him now!
He's got it in there, they just need the shield down now.
Real.
Hello, Russell.
I suppose you're here to kill me?
It's never been about that.
Save your philosophy lessons, Dr. Santiago. You're too late.
There is nothing more powerful than the truth.
Faith is. When their gods return en masse, they'll get back in line.
Your answer to murder is more murder.
That's the old man in the young body. The 6 of his life.
I didn't want this. I was ready to die. He was someone's son, someone's brother, and he was killed for me.
I know how to manipulate the red sun toxin too.
You don't know what to do, do you know what I mean?
I may not be able to stop these resurrections, but I can make sure they're the last by destroying the mind drives.
Take down the reactor and you get Riker back. If you don't... Are we clear?
It's as simple as that. Like a gun to your head, kid.
Drop it! Get out right now! Don't move! I'm sorry, my friend.
Tie him up. There is no eclipse. Namings will go on as planned. Demon Gabriel has been captured. Tonight, we will vanquish his evil once and for all.
Before we go into that, the reason why that stresses me out is that he said that he's come to take his chip out. The only way that's going to physically happen is him shooting him, isn't it? So, like, how are you going there saying you're going to protect everybody? Do you know what I mean? And then not willing to take... I know that you want to save all lives, but those lives have to be taken, yeah? They do have to be. The primes, they got to go, because by taking them, you protect everybody and the future generations to come. Do you know what I mean? So you're going in there with the intent to take the mind drive out, but you haven't got the stomach enough to shoot him and take it out. So then that makes no sense, does it? It literally makes no sense. And like you said, you forget that I know how to manipulate the toxins as well. You know, the distraction that's going on right here is only a distraction to the people outside, not me. You're not, like, causing me to change my plans. I know exactly what it is. What are the odds? It's naming days, you know, like for other people. You've come in, you've been caught, the alarm's going off. You know what I mean? It's not a coincidence. Two could play that game. Two could play their game. Do you know what I mean? Like, he knew when Children of Gabriel here. No, they're not, mate. It was Maddie. She's killed them. Don't go running off. Do you know what I mean? Don't try and protect everyone. Get their people. Retreat. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, I wouldn't say, like, he's really smart, but he knows the score. He's been around for a long time, and he went in there with intent, but not the courage to actually go through with it. Oh, hey, do you know what? Fucking well got that. Look at his hair. I like it. And his tattoo.
Meet your new old friends.
They're brother and sister, you know that, right?
That's the fucking bonding that I love to see, mate. Delta Primes, go on, mate. Run in, charge. Yes, that's good, mate. Yo, I've got to say, I like Murphy's look. You know, he's got his eyeliner on, he's got a face tattoo. His hair's different as well. Like, his little, looks like it's shaved at the side and combed forward. It's good, man. I actually liked his look there.
I hate to cut the moment short, but Russell told the people that it was a false alarm.
We're not here to fight. We're here to liberate.
And the only weapon we need for that is truth.
I'm thinking Riker helped us start this. His mother will finish it.
Oh, this is going to be good, actually. The truth will set you free. It actually does. It liberates everyone. Oh, no, it's Bellamy. Prayer.
Don't shoot!
I have something to tell you that will be hard to hear. They lied about everything. They're not gods. They steal your bodies so they can live forever. Tell them.
It's true.
Yo, he's going to start going off now, like Octavia last season.
Delilah's not one with me. She's dead. Killed so that I could return. It's all a lie.
Before he comes into the speech, right, would you actually believe that? This is like, do you ever see it when somebody says something and then you see in the comment section, yeah, the cameraman stood behind there with a gun pointing to him? It's one of them. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's been abducted and then she's been brought in and she's been forced to say something. How much of that would you believe? Do you know what I mean? Some people will believe it's fine. And she's actually telling the truth. She actually is. But what I'm saying is, when people are forced to say things, when they've been kidnapped or held at gunpoint, or do you know what I mean? Or like somebody's threatened to get killed that they love, how much of it can you take to the bank that it is actually real?
According to our adjustment protocol, non-believers must be purified.
3 deep and you're good for 2 hours.
Please, for Delilah.
It is for Delilah. Her mum's just killed her. It's absolute standard. I would expect nothing less.
No.
I'm going with you.
Gaia,
They'll think I'm Josephine's guard.
Why would they think she's Josephine's guard?
we'll get him back.
What will you do?
Look, I'm still working on that part. Just go.
I'm thinking your feet, aren't you, mate? Literally right now. That's a problem in front of us. He just locked himself in there. Are they getting out now? Kind of like The Walking Dead, zombies coming after you. That's the worst place you could have ever taken cover. There's no exit, and you just ran inside a container, and now all them stood outside. Like I say, it's just like The Walking Dead. They're all gone crazy. They've gone straight in Priya's parents and killed her. I don't expect anything less. Do you know what I mean? It makes total sense. They know that their daughter was sacrificed for nothing now, and liars. Why would you not get revenge? How far is it going to go before? Do you know? Imagine if Clark was left with a decision to save her mum or to save Maddie. Now that's going to be a tough one on the head, mate. It actually really is.
God, where have you been?
I was looking for Priya, but then I was blocked by a bunch of Gabriel's lunatic children.
We're leaving Sanctum.
You could technically hug her mum. It is a mum, but not a mum.
You're my mother murdered her mother. Ironic, don't you think?
Oh, Abby could be dead completely, innit?
Now that we're all accounted for, it's time to go. Are you all taking the antitoxin?
Where?
To space, of course. Sanctum is lost to us.
We have no pilot.
Oh, Raven's there.
Note yourself, murderer. Okay. Good choice.
Excellent.
She knows that it's Clark, innit?
We're using the tunnel, but be prepared.
You're not coming?
All she did was help and you killed her.
Oh, he's not been transferred yet.
We're staying.
We're gonna save our people.
Proud of you, Murphy.
Just so you know, Josephine called me John.
I'm proud of you, Murphy, as well, you know.
Josie, bring your guards and let's go.
How's no one clock Gaia?
She's one of them. Throw her to the wolves.
I saw her in Clark's mind. We need her to get on that ship.
That was interesting, that, actually. I'm proud of Murphy. I actually really am. That's her own kid, innit? That's an interesting ending, that. I actually like it. Now, I do get confused with the mind drives a little bit, to be fair. Like, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I thought that was full on with one with the primes, hallowed be their name. But, like, literally, she's dead, isn't she? Abby? Got to be. I'm not having that she's latched on to another segment of the mind. I'm not. Abby's got to be dead, innit? You know, everybody that we've seen so far have died. You know, Priya died. You know, the people that went into Brackett's body, they died, you know. And I reckon she's dead. I actually do think she's dead. The guy went into, you know, for Marcus, died. You know what I mean? So I do think Abby's dead, me. Now, the interesting thing is, Abby's appearance is still here, which is good. And I actually liked seeing her in a different outfit, to be fair. Has Abby wore the same one since literally the start of the show? I feel like she has just that all-black suit. Clark's rotated around, but I feel like Abby's been pretty much consistent in the same attire. Now, again, like I said, it's really interesting, actually, because I'm surprised that Murphy and Amora hadn't had their transfer yet. Because Murphy, honestly, I'm certain, no joke, right, that Murphy had a cut on the back of his head and it was bandaged earlier on. Like, when they come in and he was speaking to them in that room where the skeletons were there. Because I was like, oh, has he not had the chip in him already? But, like, obviously not. And I've got to say, I'm proud of him, to be honest. The fact that he's decided to stay. You know, he's up and down all the time and trying to save himself. But this time, yeah, he didn't actually think about saving himself. This is why I'm proud of him. Because even Clark said it. Because usually he's a cockroach, doing whatever it is to survive. Him and Amora, whatever it takes, throw everybody under the bus. But this time, he's decided to stay and save his people. And didn't think of me. And he wasn't selfish. And you know what? I do enjoy that. It was really good. Now, obviously, Bellamy and Echo and Octavia, sorry, locked into that container that they put themselves in. I don't know how they're going to get out and how long it's going to be before obviously the time period that they've gone up into space, because they're in space now. They can't do anything on the ground realistically. They can't get up there, so the only hope that they've got is that Indra and actually Clark, who are up into space, can do something about it. And then if you deep dive further into it, is there not only two of them? There's only two people now that they've got to actually worry about, and that is Marcus and a mum. That's it, innit? Nobody else has gone up with them. There's no other primes there. What is it now? Clark could turn that gun and pull it on both of them, move it, put the gun down on Maddie. If you do that, I say, yeah, you could literally say, I'm not even Josephine, put the gun down on Maddie, mate, I'm Clark. I'll shoot you, Russell, boom. I'll shoot you, mum, bang. Again, goes back to what I was saying earlier on in the season. As soon as I found out that Clark was dead, then Clark would be the first person I would kill if I was Maddie, because you stole their body, you're not having it. And that's the same with me. Now, Clark might be in a position where I latched onto something, possibly I'm alive. She might have that same mindset about her mum, but she should technically turn the gun on Russell, bang, on the gun, on her mum, bang, dead. You know what I mean? Just because you're here in a physical presence, you're not my mum. You'll never be my mum, and I'm sad to see you go, but she is dead. And that's a tough mindset that you got to take. They're the enemy. It'll never be Abby again. So like I said, mate, you know, the whole ship's there. They've got weapons and it's 2 against everybody. And it's like, you know, they're doing it right now. They're going to put the guns down for Maddie and obviously for Gaia. But at the end of the day, they could just turn and go bang, bang, and that's it. All the primes are gone. They could go back down to Earth and they'd be sound. Do you know what I mean? So it's going to be interesting to see what they choose to do in the final episode. Okay, that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you're still not voting for your most likely to dislike characters of this season, then please do. It takes 30 seconds. Your results of mine will be shown in the final episode, which is tomorrow. So I cannot wait to see who everybody chooses. Very interesting stuff that's happened here. You know, it seems like everybody in Sanctum knows now that lies have been being told by the primes, and you know, it's death to them. Now it seems like only 2 of them have actually survived, which looks like it is Russell and Abby/his wife, and they have gone obviously up into space and tried to take over the ship that Indra is on, with you know, having Gaia and Maddie as prisoners. Now Maddie doesn't actually know that Clarke is in possession of a body. I'm going to be really interested to see what actually, you know, happens with that when she does find out, because this has been caused kind of her reaction right now and the way she wants to attack and kill everybody from the death of Clarke. Her personality has changed, and it's going to be interesting to see if she can push away, you know, Shade Hader and bring back her own personality, so to speak, once she figures out that she's still alive. Now Clarke, like I said, she could actually turn the gun and kill them all, but I don't know if she's got the stomach to do that. Maybe somebody else does it. Can't blame Raven for sending them up into space. Do you know what I mean? She's done the right thing, to be honest, and I don't firmly believe that they'd be able to take over the ship completely anyway. I believe that they'll go in just like the primes did at the start of the season, and then within a couple of, you know, minutes or hours or whatever, they'll end up getting overrun. So I'm excited to find out what's happening there. You know, on the ground, they can pretty much live a normal, stable society now. Technically, if you think about it, there's nobody there who's running over them. Do you know what I mean? Dictating them a false, giving them spread like false promises and hopes, dreams, and nobody needs to be sacrificed anymore. Do you know what I mean? They could go back to school and do the working jobs and just live there in a pretty much safe society, to be honest. Like I said with Gabriel, it's going to be interesting because people throw it in his face that he's in the body and he doesn't really want to keep changing, yet he keeps trying to tell everybody it's never been my choice, I've been dead and then resurrected. I can't control that unless somebody smashes and kills my drive. Do you know what I mean? People can bring me back whenever they want. It's not my, you know what I mean? It's not my choice. Now, the shield is down. Priya was the one that dropped it. Now, she's been killed, obviously, which respect to, obviously, her parents for actually taking her out. You know, who's going to put it back up? Is that going to be a problem moving forward? That's going to be interesting because that is what's protected them for over 200 years, and now it's down. Who can bring it back up? Nobody knows the code yet. I'm expecting Russell to change it after Clarke's spoken to him the first episode of the season. Bellamy and Cole are still locked in that container, but all you have to do is wait it out until obviously all the visions, you know, and everything's worn off about, you know, the stuff that's gone, the toxins in the atmosphere. Once that's died down, nobody can really blame them, can they? You know, you can't be mad at Bellamy and Echo and everybody. They've come down looking for a place to live and they've exposed the society that you've lived in and people taking advantage of you. To be honest, you should be thankful for that you can actually live in peace and not be afraid that people are gonna, you know, utilize you pretty much for body holes. That is what it is, isn't it? You've been brought up, manipulated and fed false promises all of your life just to feed somebody else's, obviously, like ego, and in terms of their own little agenda of being you know, immortal. Now, we thought Murphy wanted that, and I'm really happy that he actually changed his mind here in today's episode. He's changed his appearance, which is really good. I thought it looked great. I liked his eye makeup, his tattoo on his face, and his devotion to Amora. And I do think it's good seeing him in different outfits. I say it all the time, but she had a dress on, he had a suit on, they looked really dapper, they looked really good, glowed up, glammed, it was great. But he decided, actually, you know what, I'm not going to be selfish no more. I'm not going to go, and I'm not going to have that chip. I am actually going to try and save my people, and this is what you love to see. That's the John that we want. That's the redemption arc of making right decisions. That's kind of what Octavia needs to do. I'm not saying that she's made bad decisions. I liked her and Bellamy having a little laugh and a chuckle and a, you know, a little cheer when the shield actually went down. That's a brother and sister relationship that we want. But actions speak louder than words. Murphy's made quite a lot of terrible decisions, let's be honest, over the course of the show. But sometimes he's made some good ones, and this one was a decent one. And I respect it and I like it. Now, like I said, he wants to save his people. But technically, there's nobody to be saved from now, in my personal opinion, unless the guards are absolute loyalists who are still down there. Do you know what I mean? They should be okay. I have no idea how the final's going to go, to be honest, the final episode. In my opinion, you should just shoot them and then be game over, job done. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think the focus is going to be on maybe Maddie moving into it and how we're going to stop her. Now, am I daft to think that Jordan's actually dead? I thought that he might have actually been alive, to be honest. I thought that he obviously took the knife, but I didn't think that he died. But I've not seen him once, or no mention of him at all since that's happened. So actually I have no idea what's going on there. I really, really don't. And if that is the last of him, pretty disappointed with the utilisation of Monty and Harper's child, to be honest. I have to say it. I've got to put it out there. I need to know what happened in the anomaly as well. Where's Dialza gone? She just walked into the light and died. Am I supposed to just be like, great, fantastic explanation? Nah, I'm not happy with that one. Why was Octavia running away? Yes, okay, she might have been running away from Dark Octavia, Blood Rainer, but again, I don't think they've done an amazing job in explaining what the anomaly is and how she's come out of it and how she was, you know, gone in with a decaying arm and her hair was all different, and then she come running out and her hair was longer and softer and cleaner and her arm was all healed, and Dialza's dead but she's not, and she's... What's going on there? Like, I really would like more explanation on that, and if I've missed it, I do apologise, but I can't remember it at all. So I am interested to see where the finale goes. Recently, they've ended amazing. Actually, I've been amazing. To be honest, we've not had one shit finale, but the last two have been very, very good, and it's proper hooked me in for the start of the next season, and hopefully they do that again in tomorrow's episode. So thanks for checking out today's. If you did enjoy it, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.